What's up, guys? This is Derek from moreplatesmoredates.com. Today I'm going to be kind of dispelling a sort of, common myth or misconception in the fitness industry, and that's about, like coming off and what you can expect once you stop. I don't just mean coming off gear, I mean coming off of your training regimen and your diet. So there's a picture going around of Jeremy Buendia after getting his pec tear surgery done, where they reattached his pec. And obviously this is, some people might not think it's a necessary surgery, but if you're a physique athlete who's being judged purely for aesthetics, then it is an absolutely necessary surgery to get, so you're not, unproportional on stage and be asymmetric. So that's obviously something you had to get taken care of, regardless if it meant, some time out of the gym. So a lot of people are looking at this picture of him and seeing, he looks like a lot softer now. He looks like he lost lean tissue. The reality is, guys, if you're out of the gym for a few weeks, it takes a lot longer to have, physically lose muscle tissue. Just because somebody isn't, glycogen loaded, they don't have a pump, they're not under sick downlighting, it doesn't mean that they lost a bunch of tissue. Like when you see pictures of him, in December or November, which is, only weeks ago, and he looks, crazy nuts, jacked out of his tree, and then you see a picture of him in natural lighting, not flexing, sitting there, not eating his diet correctly for however many weeks. He has no pump, he's not in the gym, he doesn't have, perfect lighting, and he looks like he's lost 20 pounds of tissue. I guarantee you, if he didn't have his arm in a sling and he was able to go in the gym, hit a few sets of, some curls, some lateral raises, some flies, and went under some downlighting, it wouldn't look like he'd lost much at all. And, within a few short weeks of being back on his diet and being back on his training regimen, he'd look exactly the same. So, trust me, he's not worried about, losing tissue. Once he's back on his regimen, the muscle memory will kick in. He'll get that all back right away. He hasn't really lost anything. The only thing you guys are seeing is him in, very suboptimal conditions. Not only, the fact that he hasn't trained, but lighting plays a huge role. I can literally look 20 pounds more muscular under perfect lighting circumstances and having, being carb loaded after a cheat day and getting a ridiculous pump. That's how much of a difference it makes. And a lot of people don't get this. It's a huge misconception, and this is why you see those. It's more common to see those before and after videos now, where guys will, take their after picture before, go binge on a bunch of junk food, and then come back and take, the before picture and then show, oh, this is what I look like after, eating, crappy, and this is what they actually do in the fitness magazines for before and after pictures. And it's true, but this is kind of a very relevant example of that, where just because you see a guy with an unreal physique in very suboptimal lighting and, no pump, not eating his diet correctly and whatnot, probably maybe missing, his shots or whatever, the gear and the muscle, it has nothing to do with what's occurring right now. I could go and, fall off my diet for a week and, take a few crappy pictures in natural lighting outside my house with no pump, and I'd look like crap compared to what I could do if I went and hit a shoulder day at the gym and then, went in the most ridiculous downlighting in the posing room there and hit a back, double bicep or something like that. So a lot of it is just perception. A lot of people, they see these pictures and they blow away out of proportion. They get these they just assume the worst, and they think, oh, he's off cycle, so he lost 40 pounds of muscle in 2 weeks. That's not how it works, guys. So just be aware that everything is not as it seems. And once you've been doing this for a while, you'll realize exactly what I'm talking about. A lot of you guys already know exactly what I'm talking about. It's all about illusion. Bodybuilding is an illusion. It's not. You can literally stepping on stage and, being carb loaded and having a perfect tan, having the perfect lighting, dehydrating yourself, using a diuretic, all these things, and then loading and depleting and such. It's all to achieve this temporary, illusion that you get under ideal circumstances where you can be perceived in the best possible, most jacked and shredded way possible. But when you're walking around in broad daylight with no pump, you look nothing the same as you do in these fitness model pictures you take of that same physique in the ideal circumstances. So just be aware of that. I am quite positive he's not worried at all about losing tissue. If anything, he's worried about, is his chest going to look the same as his other pec once the surgery is done and he's back to training. So anyways, that's just a quick video on, a recent situation that came to light that I was made aware of, and some people are, getting the wrong idea of it, and hope that video was informative. Maybe you learned something. Maybe you already knew that, but anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. Check out my blog too, moreplatesmoredates.com, if you like reading articles as opposed to watching videos. I have written iterations of a lot of my videos on there as well, with good detailed descriptions of all of these topics. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Talk to you soon.